coming to the plate, the 10th hitter now, Bennett Bradford, started off the game, is now back at the plate. First pitch is low and away. That one gets away from the shortstop, and Roberts is over at third base now. So Bradford could help out his own cause right here with a stroke up the middle. Pops that one up and out of play on the right side. So 1-1 count. That pitch is up and away for a ball. That pitch is up and out of play on the right side. So count goes to 1-2 now. Again, Nick Roberts down at third base. Bradford at the plate. Gustin with the release, and Bradford just fouls it back and out of play. The count is 2-2 with 2 outs. That pitch on the outside corner for strike 3. And that's going to end the top half of the inning for the Dons. The Dons get 6 runs off, 4 hits. There were 2 Salem Hills errors and 1 left. After 1/2 inning of play, it's the Dons 6 and the Skyhawks getting ready to come to the plate. We'll be back with more baseball action right after these messages.
At J-Mart, we give away an elegantly framed piece of art every month. To enter, simply go to Facebook. Print and copy. You could win one of these beautiful canvas prints. And if you have a photo of your own you would like to enlarge and frame, come to J-Mart and leave a lasting legacy.
As we get ready to get back to action here in the bottom of the first inning, defensively for the Dons today, on the hill will be Bennett Bradford. Behind the plate will be Kenan Jarvis. At third base will be Jason Money at short. Hayes Hall, second base, is Cooper Thorpe, and at first base is Brock Nelson. In the outfield for the Dons today, in left field will be Trevor Perkins, in center field is Brady Bate, and in right field is Nick Roberts. Getting ready to lead it off for the Skyhawks will be the right fielder, number 1, Jess Rowley.
Jesse Rowley.
Again on the mound for the Skyhawks is Porter Gustin. Pitch is out and away for ball 1 to Rowley. That pitch is in there for a strike. That pitch is out and away, so count goes to 2-1 now. Hit down to third base to Money, and Money can't quite field it. So Rowley's going to be on with an infield error.
The left fielder, number 15, Cooper Smith.
Coming to the plate now for the Skyhawks will be the left fielder, number 15, Cooper Smith. And he hit that one pretty good, but Bate comes over to make the catch in time for the out, as he covers a lot of ground right there.
Now batting for the Skyhawks, the shortstop, number 3, Gunnar Gustin.
So coming to the plate for the Skyhawks will be the shortstop, number 3, Gunnar Gustin. Gunnar hits in the number 3 spot for the Skyhawks. Pitch is out and away for ball 1. Waiting on deck is the second baseman, number 23, Austin Hanks. Pitch is just a hair inside for a ball. 2-0 count to Gunnar. And Gunner's going to hit one right to second base. Are the Dons going to get the double play? And they do. A 6-4-3 double play to get out of that inning. In the bottom of the first for the Skyhawks, they come up with no runs off, no hits. There was one Spanish Fork error, one left. After one complete inning of play, it's the Dons 6 and the Skyhawks 0. We'll be back with more baseball action.
Where have all the Cowboys gone? Why, every Wednesday they up and ride into Spanish Fork. That's right, it's the Wednesday Western on Spanish Fork 17, 12:30 time, and repeated at 9:30 when you're bedding down. Check the listings on the SFC website. Wednesday Westerns featuring John Wayne, Kirk Douglas, Alan Ladd, Gregory Peck, and a band of outlaw renegades. Only on Spanish Fork 17.
Well, it's fun to dine at Taco Time. The service is great and the food is fine. So when you're feeling hungry, look for this sign and bring the family down to Taco Time. You can dine right in or take away. You're pleasantly surprised at the price you pay. The finest food, our own special way. That's Taco Time, we're open every day.
Taco Time at 641 Kirby Lane in Spanish Fork.
Action here in the top of the second. Leading it off for the Dons will be the designated hitter, number 5, Jade Nielsen. Jade struck out his first time up. Takes that one and fouls it out of play. So count goes to 1-1. Again, if you're just joining us, Dons come up with 6 big runs in the first inning as they lead the Skyhawks 6-0 as we go to the top of the second. That one just a little drive on the right side, and Jade's going to be on with a single to start it off. Now coming to the plate for the Dons will be the shortstop, number 2, Hayes Hall. Hayes got a single and really got things happening for the Dons in the first. Goes for a kind of almost an infield bunt, but it was a sacrifice bunt, and he advances the runner over to second base. Now coming to the plate, it will be the center fielder, number 10, Brady Bate. Bate, his first time up, got on a walk. Pitch is out and away, 4-1 to Bate. Pitch is out and away, 4-2. Again, I look over at the Salem Hills side, and it still doesn't look like there's much action happening over there yet. That one's in there for a strike to Bate. So count goes to 2-1. That one's in there for a strike. Count's evened up now at 2-2. Anything close right here, Brady needs to put it in play somewhere. And he pops that one up and out of play on the right side. And that pitch is looked at a called third strike right there to Bate. Now coming to the plate is the first baseman, Brock Nelson. Brock had bases loaded coming up back the last inning, and he was able to get one in the hole and clear the bases for the Dons. First pitch is in there for a strike to Brock. Fouls that one back to the screen. So a 2-strike count now with 2 outs. That pitch is out and away for a ball to Brock. So count's evened up now at 2-2 to Brock. Brock gets that one through the left side, and they're not going to waste any time as the runner comes around, and he's going to score easily right there. So that makes Brock 2 for 2 with about 4 RBIs now. Coming to the plate now for the Dons will be the left fielder, number 18, Trevor Perkins. Perkins got a single. Eventually come around to score. That one again is fouled to the right side and out of play. That one again is fouled to the right side and out of play. So the question is, being down to 7-0, how much longer does Coach Cheney wait to make a change right here? That one is fouled out of play. So count holds at 1-2. And that one just misses on the outside corner. So count's evened up now at 2-2 with 2 outs. Pitch is up and away. Couldn't get it to drop down just enough. So count goes to 3-2 now. Full count, 2 outs. Runner Nelson at first base will be off on the pitch right here. And again, fouled out of play. And there's ball 4. So that now puts runners first and second for the Dons.
Second baseman, number 1, Cooper Thorpe.
So coming to the plate now is second baseman Cooper Thorpe. Cooper got a single and he got a RBIs last time up. First pitch is up and away for ball 1. Again, runners first and second with 2 outs. And that one's in there for a strike. Count goes to 1-1 now to Cooper. Little blooper there by Cooper, and is taken by the second baseman for the 3rd out. But here in the top of the second, the Dons come up with 1 run off 2 hits, and they leave 2. And through an inning and a half of play, it's the Dons 7 and Skyhawks 0.
Up this weekend, it's all evening. We've got so many games they won't fit in standard time slots.
They're breaking out!
You can't stop them. The games are coming to your TV this Saturday. afternoon, all evening.
All Sports Saturday!
If you don't know what's coming this Friday night at 9:30 p.m., you may want to beware. It's Freaky Friday.
Unleashes a freaky feature every Friday night at 9:30. Yes, this used to be the time slot for city meetings. This is even scarier. Freaky Friday, only on Spanish Fork 17.
As we get to action here in the
Austin takes one for the team, gets a
second, Hanks will take one for the team and get on
now batting
first.
for the Skyhawks, the catcher, number 12, Matt Whiting.
Now coming to the plate for the Skyhawks will be the catcher number 12, Matt Whiting. Pitch is out and away for a ball. That one looked pretty good. Just misses. Count goes to 2-0 now. Pitch is out and away for a ball. 3-0. Again, Hanks at first base. And that one's in there for a strike. So count goes to 3-1 now, as Whiting makes him tube that one. Again, still needs to throw a strike right here to make things happen. And that one again is in there for a strike. So count goes to 3-2 now. So anything close for Whiting, he needs to put it in play right here. And a hard chopper, and not able to scoop it was the first baseman, Nelson.
Over to third. Matt safe on first.
So that's going to put runners at the corners for the Skyhawks with the air at first. Coming to the plate now will be the third baseman, number 5, Easton Talon.
Number 5, Easton Talon.
So if you're Spanish Fork right here, you definitely need to knock the ball down, get it out somewhere. Hopefully look for a double play up the middle. You can afford to give away a run right here as long as you get some outs. Pitch is just a hair inside to Talon. And again to Hayes, and Hayes is able to make that double play, as we called it. 6-4-3 double play. Brings up 2 outs.
Now batting for the Skyhawks, the center fielder, number 8, Scotty Lyman.
The run does come across to score, and that makes it 7-1.
For the Skyhawks, 1 run on no hits.
So the Skyhawks come up with 1 run off, no hits. There was 1 Spanish Fork error and nobody left. After 2 complete now, it's Spanish Fork 7 and the Skyhawks 1. We'll be back with more great baseball action right after these messages.
Fill up your gas tank at the same time you fill yourself at the dugout. On the way to the job site, the office, or the ballpark, pop in for everything you need. Hot drinks, cold drinks, any size you want of all your favorite flavors. Build your own fresh salad to go for now or later, or choose from our home-styled sandwiches and fresh-baked goods. Whether you're close to home plate or close to your home, swing by the dugout, located next to the ballparks in Spanish Fork.
Security Insurance Agency, serving the community.
Strikes his first time up. And he has a 2-strike count right here. That one just misses. So count goes to 1-2. Count's evened up now at 2-2. And that one, he's looking for the outside corner, and it's a little too far out. So count goes to 3-2 now. And money goes down swinging for the first out here in the top of the third. Coming to the plate now is the right fielder, number 12, Nick Roberts.
The right fielder, number 12, Nick Roberts.
Nick got on a shortstop error his first time up. And he takes that one and doesn't waste any time as he takes it right up the middle. And now coming to the plate for the Dons is the pitcher, number 23, Bennett Bradford. Bradford got on a walk to start the game off, and he struck out his last time up. First pitch is in there for a strike to Bradford. So Nick over at first base. Pitch is out and away. Looked like a pitch out, and the throw was there, but the throw is a little bit off of the bag, and he slides under safely. Pitch is up and away. Count goes to 2-1 now. So Roberts at second base with one out. That one just misses. So count goes to 3-1 now. And he chases after that one for a strike. So count's evened up. Count goes full now. 3-2, full count. One's a little bit up and out of the zone, but he fouls it off. So count's going to hold it 3-2. Little blooper on right center. That's going to put Bradford on. And another run's going to come across as Roberts comes across to score for the Dons.
Now batting, number 5, the designated hitter today, Jade Nielsen.
Coming to the plate for the Dons is the designated hitter, number 5, Jade Nielsen. Jade struck out his first time up. He got a single and come around to score his last time up. First pitch is in there for a strike to Jade. Nice job there by the Skyhawks, able to get the force out at second. Not quite fast enough for the double play.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 2, Hayes Hall.
Coming to the plate for the Dons will be the shortstop, Hayes Hall. Hayes had a sacrifice his last time up. Got a single his first time up. That one's going to be popped up. Should be trouble. And they're able to come down with it for the out.
Great catch out there for out number 3. For Spanish Fork, 1 run on 2 hits.
So Spanish Fork comes up with 1 run off 2 hits, and they leave one through 2.5. The score is Spanish Fork 8 and the Skyhawks 1.
Calvin Youd, Randy Brailsford, the car guys of Spanish Fork.
We're really excited about what we're able to do and provide for the community our goal is that we will sell you a quality car that's clean, that you'll feel proud of at a good, reasonable price.
The right place, dedicated service beyond the sale.
At J-Mart, we give away an elegantly framed piece of art every month. To enter, simply go to Facebook. J-Mart copy. You could win one of these beautiful canvas prints. And if you have a photo of your own you would like to enlarge and frame, come to J-Mart and leave a lasting legacy.
First up for the Skyhawks, the first baseman, number 18, Christian Swartzen.
Sorensen starts it out with a walk here in the bottom of the third.
Skyhawks, the designated hitter today, number 21, Sam Coster.
Coming to the plate now is the designated hitter, number 21, Sam Collister. Takes the first pitch in there for a ball. Pitch is out and away for a ball. Again, we want to thank today's sponsors. That's the Car Guys. You can find them at 872 North Main. Stop in and see Randy or Calvin. They'll give you a great deal on a great vehicle. Again, many of their vehicles still have factory warranty. They don't have exactly what you're looking for within your price range. They'll go out and try and find it for you. Give them a call, 794-0077. Pitch is in there for a strike. And that one again in there for a strike. And Sam's going to be on with a walk.
Collister gets a free pass down the first. That'll bring up a right fielder. Time's called.
Now as we they're going to look at not wasting any time as Coach Whites goes out and talks to Bradford.
Now batting the right fielder, Jesse Rowley. Inside.
So Salem has runners first and second here in the bottom of the third. And again at the plate for the Skyhawks is number 1, Jesse Rowley. And Jesse goes down swinging for the out.
Now batting the left fielder, number 15, Cooper Smith.
Coming to the plate now for the Skyhawks is the left fielder, number 15, Cooper Smith. Cooper flied out his first time up. Again, we want to thank Spanish Fork 17 for bringing you the coverage of today's high school baseball action right here on Spanish Fork 17. Pitch is on the inside corner for a strike. We also want to thank our other key sponsor of today's ball game, and that's J-Mart, 280 North Main, right there on Main Street in Spanish Fork. Stop in and see Lane. He'll give you a great deal. He can do anything for you, from invitations to cards to blueprints to graduation cards, wedding announcements, you name it, he can do it for you. So stop in and see Lane at J-Mart. Pitch is out and away for a ball. So Cooper takes one out of play. And count holds at 2-2. And chases after that one for strike 3. Brings up 2 outs.
Now batting with the shortstop, number 3, Gunnar Gustin.
Now coming to the plate for the Skyhawks is the shortstop, number 3, Gunnar Gustin. Gunnar grounded out his first time up. And that one just inside for ball 1. And that one in there for a strike as Gunnar looks at that one. And that one brought down by the left fielder, Perkins, for the third out. So in the third for the Skyhawks, they come up with no runs, no hits, no errors, and they leave 2 through 3 complete. It's the Dons 8, the Skyhawks 1. We'll be back with more baseball action right after these messages.
Cowboys gone? Why, every Wednesday they up and ride into Spanish Fork. That's right, it's the Wednesday Western on Spanish Fork 17, 12 lunchtime, and repeated at 9:30 when you're bedding down. Check the listings on the SFC site. Wednesday Westerns featuring John Wayne, Kirk Douglas, Alan Ladd, Gregory Peck, and a band of outlaw renegades. Only on Spanish Fork 17.
Now decided to make a pitching change. Now pitching for the Skyhawks will be number 9, Hunter Vance. Again, we want to thank Spanish Fork 17 for bringing you the coverage of today's high school baseball action. We also want to thank our key sponsors of today's ball game. That's J-Mart. Stop in and see Lane at J-Mart, 280 North Main. Again, he can do anything for you, from blueprints to invitations to wedding announcements to business cards, you name it. Stop in and see Lane at J-Mart.
Number 10, Brady Bay.
First pitch is in there for a strike to Brady Bate, who will lead it off here in the top of the fourth. Brady flies out to center field for the first out. Now coming to the plate is the first baseman, number 8, Brock Nelson. First pitch is low and inside for ball 1. Again, at the conclusion of today's ball game, we will choose a taco time player of the game. Again, remember, any time is taco time. They're located out off Kirby Lane behind Deseret Book, right there in Spanish Fork. Again, any time is taco time. Another curveball right there as Brock fouls it back. So count goes to 1-2 to Brock. Again, 1 out here in the top of the fourth inning. We're here at Salem Hills High School today, and it's a great afternoon for a ball game. That pitch just fouls off to the right side. So count holds at 1-2. Again, as we look ahead, what's left in region play, I believe the Dons have Provo Bulldogs, and they finish off with Maple Mountain with a couple weeks left to go.
Actually, Maple Mountain's next week for Spanish Fork.
Oh, it's Maple Mountain next week, and then finish off with Provo the following week. Brock goes down swinging for the out. That brings up 2 outs. And now at the plate for the Dons is this left fielder, number 18, Trevor Perkins. That one's on the inside corner for a strike. Good job there by the pitcher to put it in a good location. And that one just misses out and away. So count goes to 2-1 now. Again, 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Don's ahead 8-1. Perkins takes one there. And looks like he was headed for the 17th hole on that one, but doesn't make contact on either one of those hits right there. So here in the fourth, the Dons go down in order, 1, 2, 3. No hits, no runs, no errors, and nobody left. Through 3.5, the score remains the Dons 8 and the Skyhawks 1. We'll be back with more baseball action right after these messages.
Well, it's fun to dine at Taco Time. The service is great and the food is fine. So when you're feeling hungry, look for this sign and bring the family down to Taco Time. You can dine right in or take away. Be pleasantly surprised at the price you pay. The finest food, our own special way. That's Taco Time, we're open every day.
Taco Time at 641 Kirby Lane in Spanish Fork.
Coming up this weekend, it's all afternoon. All evening. We've got so many games that won't fit their standard time slot.
They're breaking out!
You can't stop them. Games are coming to your TV this Saturday. All afternoon. All evening. All sports. Saturday.
As we get ready to go to the fourth inning, still on the mound for the Dons is number 23, Bennett Bradford.
Now batting for the Skyhawks, the second baseman, number 23, Austin.
Leading it off for the Skyhawks here in the bottom of the fourth is the second baseman, number 23, Austin Hanks. Hanks looks like he grounded out, and no, he got hit by a pitch. So 2-0 count to Hanks. That one's in there for a strike. And that one gets through the left side, so Hank's going to start things off with a single for the Skyhawks.
Now batting for the Skyhawks, the catcher, number 12, Matt Whiting.
Now coming to the plate for the Skyhawks is the catcher number 12, Matt Whiting. Matt got on an air his last time up and got out on a double play following. Ball out and away. So count goes to 1-1 to Whiting. Nice job there by Money as he's able to get the ground ball and get the force out.
Now batting for the Skyhawks, the third baseman, number 5, Easton Talon.
So coming to the plate with 1 on and 1 out is the third baseman, number 5, Easton Talon. Easton grounded out his last time up. Ball out and away. So 2-0 count. And that one's just a little bit inside. So he's got to put it right there for Easton. And that one's in there for a strike. And one right up the middle to routine right to Hayes Hall, and he makes the flip and the toss down to first in time for the double play. So here in the fourth for the Skyhawks, they come up with no runs off one hit. There were no errors, nobody left. We're through 4 complete, and the score remains the Dons 8 and the Skyhawks 1.
If you don't know what's coming this Friday night at 9:30 p.m., you may want to beware. It's Freaky Friday.
ESPN unleashes a freaky feature every Friday night at 9:30. Yes. This used to be the time slot for city meetings. Even scarier. Freaky Friday, only on Spanish Fork 17.
Fill up your gas tank at the same time you fill yourself at the dugout. On the way to the job site, the office, or the ballpark, pop in for everything you need. Hot drinks, cold drinks, any size you want of all your favorite flavors. Build your own fresh salad to go, for now or later, or choose from our home-styled sandwiches and fresh-baked goods. Whether you're close to home plate or close to your home, swing by the dugout. Located next to the ballparks in Spanish Fork.
As we come back to action here in the top of the fifth inning. Leading it off for the Dons will be the number 1, Cooper Thorpe. Cooper today has got a single, and he popped up to the second baseman. Gustin able to make the toss over in time to first for the out.
Number 1. Now batting, the third baseman, number 15.
Now coming to the plate for the Dons is the third baseman, number 15, Jason Money. Pitch is out and away for ball 1. So Money with a hit up the middle. Now coming to the plate for the Dons is number 12, Nick Roberts. Nick got on an error his first time up, got a single his last time up. Pitch is low and inside for ball 1.
Salisbury's on Thursday, right? Stansbury.
And that pitch gets away from the catcher, and that puts Money down at second base. That's going to put Roberts at first base. So that puts runners first and second for the Dons with 1 out. And coming to the plate is the pitcher number 23, Bennett Bradford. Bennett got a single his last time up. And again, fouls that one out of play on the right side. Again, if you look at all the foul balls that they've had today, everything has been out to the right side. Again, at the conclusion of this ball game, we will there's a Taco Time player of the game. Again, remember, anytime is Taco Time. They're located out off Kirby Lane, right behind Deseret Book. That pitch is in there for a strike. Good job there by the Skyhawk catcher to keep the ball in front. And a little bit of rock and roll right there is trying to dodge a bullet. And it looks like everybody's going to be safe. As Bradford hits one to the right side. So again, that puts runners at the corners. So runners at the corners with one out. Coming to the plate now is the designated hitter, number 5, Jade Nielsen. Jade had a fielder's choice his last time up, got a single, and he's struck out today. And not able to cut anything off there. Another run comes across for the Dons. That brings up 2 outs, though. So with 2 outs, coming to the plate is the shortstop, number 2, Hayes Hall.
The shortstop, number 2, Hayes Hall.
Hayes is 1 for 3, got a single, and he's grounded out. And they're a little late on the pickoff, and the throw down to second base is not in time. So in scoring position at second base, Hall, perfect pitch in there for a strike. And that one is fouled off to the right side. So they're trying to keep Bradford close. A little bit at second base. In scoring position now. And Hall pops that one up and will be taken by Sorensen at first base.
Takes care of that little pop-up. For Spanish Fork, 2 runs on 2 hits.
So here in the 5th, Spanish Fork gets 2 runs off 2 hits, and they leave 1. We're through 4.5, and the score is the Dons 10, the Skyhawks 1.
Security Insurance Agency, serving the community with personal service since 1964. Longtime customer, Lane Henderson.
He's covered my business to my home and everything. Provided excellent coverage throughout the years. Personally takes care of my needs, so I really appreciate that personal touch.
Let Clark Swenson and his entire staff take care of you. Security Insurance Agency. 290 North Main in Spanish Fork. Or call 798 500.
Calvin Youd, Randy Brailsford, the car guys of Spanish Fork.
We're really excited about what we're able to do and provide for the community. Our goal is that we will sell you a quality car that's clean, that you'll feel proud of at a good, reasonable price.
The right place, dedicated service beyond the sale.
As we get ready to get back to action here in the headed to the bottom of the fifth inning, now playing third base for the Dons is number 24, Maverick Buffo. Leading it off for the Skyhawks here in the bottom of the fifth will be number 8, Scott Lyman.
Now batting for the Skyhawks, the center fielder, number 8, Scotty Lyman.
Lyman today is 0 for 1. He's grounded out. A pitch in there for a strike. Pitch is out and away for a ball. Just misses. Tries to get him to chase one right there. Sets up again outside and still doesn't chase it. Counts evened up now at 2-2 to Lyman. And that one just a hair inside, almost gets him. So count 3-2, full count now. Lyman hits one to the right side, and Thorpe makes the toss over in time for the out.
Now batting for the Skyhawks, the first baseman, number 18, Christian Sorensen.
So coming to the plate now for the Skyhawks, first baseman Sorensen. First pitch in there for a strike. And that pitch gets away. So count goes to 1-1 now. Another strike. And he chases after that one on the inside corner for strike 3. Brings up 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth.
Number 21, the designated hitter today, Sam Callister.
Coming to the plate now for the Skyhawks is number 21, Sam Callister. Sam got on a walk his last time up. That one's in there for a strike. So Sam gets a 2-out single for the Skyhawks.
Now batting for the Skyhawks, the right fielder, number 14, Jordy Houghton.
So coming to the plate now for the Skyhawks is number 14, Jordy Houghton. Chases after that one and fouls it off. So 2-strike count, 2 outs. Again, we want to thank Spanish Fork 17 for bringing you the coverage of today's high school baseball action. Houghton goes after that one and goes down swinging for the 3rd out. So here in the bottom of the 5th, the Skyhawks come up with no runs off 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 left through 5 complete. It's the Dons 10 and the Skyhawks 1. We'll be back for more baseball action right after these messages from Spanish Fork 17.
At J-Mart, we give away an elegantly framed piece of art every month. To enter, simply go to and copy. You could win one of these beautiful canvas prints. And if you have a photo of your own you would like to enlarge and frame, come to J-Mart and leave a lasting legacy.
As we get ready to head to action here in the top of the 6th, leading off for the Dons and taking first pitch and fouling it away for strike 1 is number 10, Brady Bate. Brady got on a walk his first time up, and he's struck out and flied out. That pitch is low and inside for a ball. So 1-1 count to Brady.
Gunner makes quick work of that. 4-1 away.
Now coming to the plate for the Dons is the number 8, Brock Nelson. Brock is 2 for 3, 2 singles with RBIs and struck out. First pitch is low and inside for ball 1. Again, remember, Saturday is all-day sports day on Spanish Fork 17 for all your favorite sports of the week. It's all-day sports Saturday right here on Spanish Fork 17. Again, we also want to thank our sponsor of today's ball game, that's the Car Guys. Stop in and see Randy and Calvin at 870 North Main, Spanish Fork 794-0077. That pitch is out and away to Brock. So 2-1 count. And that one gets through the right side for Brock. So Brock is 3 for 4 today with 3 singles. Looks like Brock will have a speed-up runner, be Taylor Harrison. Harrison will pinch run for Brock. And coming to the plate will be number 18, Trevor Perkins. Pitch is inside for ball one to Perkins. Nice job there by Harrison as he was off on that hit and run and able to get around to third base as Perkins gets it through the left side for a single. That's going to put runners at the corners now with one out.
Now batting, number 1, the second baseman, Cooper Thorpe.
Coming to the plate now for the Dons will be the second baseman, number 1, Cooper Thorpe. Cooper's 1 for 3 today. He's got a single his first time up. He's flied out, grounded out. And that little blooper will probably drop. Gets past the center fielder, and everybody's going to be safe as Cooper's in there with a double. And now coming to the plate for the Dons will be number 24, Maverick Buffo. And he pops up, and lack of communication out there with the outfielders between the left center, but a run does come across to score for the Dons.
Scotty makes the catch for out number 2.
So with 2 outs, coming to the plate now, number 12, Nick Roberts. Nick got on an error his first time up. He's got a walk, or got a single, and he walked his last time up. First pitch is in there for a strike to Nick. So Thorpe at second base. And that pitch gets away from the catcher. It's going to head over to third base now. And that one is fouled back. And that one's looked at a called strike 3. So Spanish Fort comes up with a couple runs off 3 hits, and they leave 1 through 5.5. It's The Dons 12 and the Skyhawks 1. We'll be back with more baseball action right after these messages from Spanish Fork 17.
Where have all the cowboys gone? Why, every Wednesday they up and ride into Spanish Fork. That's right, it's the Wednesday Western on Spanish Fork 17. 12:30 lunchtime and repeated at 9:30 when you're bed down. Check the listings on the SCN website. Wednesday Westerns featuring John Wayne, Kirk Douglas, Alan Ladd, Gregory Peck, and a band of outlaw renegades. Only on Spanish Fork 17.
Well, it's fun to dine at Taco Time. The service is great and the food is fine. So when you're feeling hungry, look for this sign and bring me down to Taco Time. You can dine right in or take away. Be pleasantly surprised at the price you pay. The finest food, our own special way. That's Taco Time. We're open every day.
Taco Time at 641 Kirby Lane in Spanish Fork.
Yep. As we get back to action, as we go to the bottom of the sixth, leading it off for the Skyhawks. Looks like.
First up for the Skyhawks, number 10.
Looks like.
Brady Rowley.
Looks like they'll have a new hitter. Brady Rowley will be the hitter for the Skyhawks to start things off here in the bottom of the sixth. That pitch is out and away. So a 3-0 count to Rowley. Again, Bradford still on the mound for the Dons, trying to close this game out, trying to get the finish. And that pitch again is out and away for 4 straight.
Brady works himself a free pass. The first base. Now batting for the Skyhawks. Number 24. Lakota Centeno.
So runner at first base for the Skyhawks. And first pitch in there for a strike. Pops that one up and will be taken by Perkins in left field for the out. So 1 on, 1 out here in the sixth.
Number 4, Reed Jacklin.
So now pinch hitting for the Skyhawks is number 4, Reed Jacklin. Chases after that one. And he goes down swinging.
Now batting for the Skyhawks, number 27, Jake Ward.
So another pinch hitter for the Skyhawks. Got a runner on with 2 outs here in the bottom of the sixth. That pitch is just a little bit inside. Again, Bradford trying to close things out and finish off the game and falling a little bit behind on this batter with a 3-0 count. And that one looked pretty good, but not close enough. So there's 4 straight again.
Now batting, Tyler Everett, number 2.
So now coming to the plate, another pinch hitter for the Skyhawks is number 2, Tyler Everett. That pitch is out and away to Everett. Runners for down 12-1. That pitch is out and away for a ball. And that was called strike 3. And that's going to end the ball game in the 6-4. In the 6-4, the Skyhawks, they come up with no runs and they leave 2 runners. Final score, victory.